Cardi B just walked into a delivery room a rapper, and walked out a whole movement. And on her way out, she lit a match and tossed it straight at one of the biggest names in the game. She did the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody who apologized to you. She put it on wax. And Cardi really thought a sweet little tweet in a designer bag was going to make all this go away. Bro picked the worst possible person to play Two-Face with. Before we get into it, like, subscribe. Don't miss it. Nah? Okay. So, here's a skeleton. Alyssa Stevens, you'll know her as La Cardi B, formerly Latto, dropped her 4th studio album, Big Mama, and tucked a loaded verse on the track Gimme that pointed dead at Bela's Almonzo, aka Cardi B. The album landed on streaming Friday, May 29, 2026 through RCA and Stream Cut. And Cardi, she really thought that situation was dead and buried. She thought wrong. Now, let's pull up the receipts that show why this whole thing backfired on her. Alright, let's get into the actual words because this is where it gets spicy. First, you got to understand what started all of this. Back in September 2025, an audio leaked of Cardi going absolutely nuclear on a phone call with Ice Spice's manager, James Roseman Jr., and in the middle of that rant, she dragged Late's name into something that had nothing to do with her. Cardi said, and I quote, "I ain't P-Y-A-L. I'm not L. I'm a beat of the FK up." Yo, when I first heard that audio, I had to sit down because this is the same Cardi that was hopping on songs with L smiling in pictures. Time remix. Put it on DA floor. All love in public. And then behind closed doors, she's using LS name as a definition of soft. Nah, that's the dumbest flex I've ever heard because L ain't never been the one running her mouth. Cardi picked a real one to use as a punching bag. Then comes the part that really rubbed people the wrong way. Once that audio went viral, Cardi hopped on X fast, too, and posted this. "I was ranting and hot at the moment, but IFK with La Heavy. I respect everything about her, including her team. That's so sweet. And nope, I'm not too prideful to apologize to somebody I really respect. So this my public apology, and now I'ma privately buy her a bag." That apology dropped September 30th, 2025. And see, when I read that, I had to do a double take. I'ma privately buy her a bag. Like that's a move. You disrespect somebody in a leaked rant, get caught, and your solution is a purse. Brew, that's a move of somebody who's more worried about her image than her words. You can't call somebody soft to a manager, and then try to gift card your way out of it. Lau clearly felt the same way, because she didn't say a single word back at the time. She went quiet. And in this culture, silence usually means somebody's cooking. Fast forward to Friday, May 29th, 2026. Big Mama drops track 9. Give me that. And Latto says, "Bitch said what? Let's clock." It really got a homie store in my closet talking about buying Big Mama bag like my end ain't already coming off racks. A big bank over here, big facts. Wish he'd be H, would get in that booth. I'm calling up Clark boy Max Few. When I heard buying Big Mama bag I lost it because there's only O person on this planet who publicly promised to buy Lau a bag, only one. That's not a coincidence that a fingerprint, and wish H would get in that booth. That right there is where Latto turned a subliminal into a signature. She didn't say a name. She didn't have to. The internet did the math for her in about 4 seconds flat. Now, let's connect the dots because a timeline tells a whole story by itself. So, check the sequencing on this because it's smarter than people realize. That leaked rant. It surfaced in late September 2025, right after L hopped on Card's O Time remix. Think about that. Latto did Cardi a solid. She said herself Cardi had her write it, record it, and drop it all in one day. And the thing she got was getting name dropped as a soft one. That's a betrayal layer nobody's centering. That apology, it went up in hours, not days. And that speed tells you everything. When you apologize that fast, you're not apologizing because your heart hurts. You're apologizing because your PR team is panicking. Cardi really thought nobody would remember this by 2026. She thought a quick tweet would reset the scoreboard. That's terrible strategy. Brew? Any smart person knows. In hip-hop, the internet has a longer memory than Lau just caught a stray. And that's what makes it worse. You can't even say Elle did something to deserve it. She was collateral damage in somebody else's beef. So when Gimme That landed, Elle wasn't starting smoke. She was finishing it. Big difference. And that gap September 2025 to May 2026. 8 months of silence. Cardi probably thought the bag offer closed the case. Nah. Elle was just waiting for the perfect stage. Her OWN album. Her OWN narrative. Her victory lap. That's not pettiness. That's patience. And patience like that is exactly what Cardi didn't account for when she fired off that apology and moved on like nothing happened. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Now, check this out. Nobody's breaking down the actual engineering of this verse. Start with that one word, boo. Wish ABH would get in that boo. Latto didn't pick that word by accident. In a culture where everybody's whispered about who actually writes their own bars, get in the booth is the deadliest 4 words you can say to a rival. It's not a threat to fight. It's a challenge to rap. And that hits a very specific nerve for an artist who's long been rumored to lean on writers. Late zoomed in on a pressure point most people use a whole verse to set up. She did it in one line. If her target had half a beat to think, she'd have caught how surgical that was before reacting. Now that PLA Boy Max name dropped, people gloss right over it. Plaque Boy Max is a streamer known for putting artists on the spot to freestyle and record live on camera. No edits. So when Latto says, "I'm calling up Plaque Boy Max," she's not just saying rap. She's saying rap in public with witnesses with no ghost right on speed dial. That's a dagger inside the dagger. The first line questions if you can rap, the name drops you to prove it in real time. That's 2 levels of forensic shade in one breath. And the opposition didn't even flinch, which kind of proves a point, don't it? And the homie store in my closet while working against the bag offer. That's the part that's almost mean. Somebody offers to buy you a bag as a peace gesture, and your response is, "I've got a whole homie store in my closet." That's Elle saying your olive branch was an insult. You can't gift somebody something they already own a warehouse of. That single flex flips the entire apology from generous to disrespectful. And if the other side had read between the lines, she'd have known a purse was never going to fix words. That's 3 blades hidden in a verse most people streamed once and kept it moving. Latto built a whole forensic case into 16 bars. Now, let's see how the media tried to frame it. So, here's how the outlets played it. Billboard framed it mostly as fans think Latto might have taken a jab. Real careful real. He said, she said, even noting they reached out to Cardi for comment. Safe corporate framing perceived this appears to XXL, went a touch harder, framing it straight up as Elle challenging Cardi to get in the booth. And they even floated the take that Elle might still be holding a grudge. That's a spicier spin. They are treating it as an active shot, not a maybe. And Hot New Hip Hop framed it as Elle seemingly throwing shots tied directly back to that leak call. So, you got free outlets, free temperatures, cold, warm, hot, all dancing around saying what we all already know. Now, some folks in the comments are going to say, this ain't even about Cardi you reaching. But come on, remember that bag line we already broke down. There's exactly any artists on earth who publicly promised later bag. The receipts don't lie. The people trying to spin this as just bars are the same ones who pretended that leak rant was no big deal. If you sat through all this evidence and you still think it's a coincidence, you're not analyzing, you're just offending. The framing games don't change the fingerprints. But here's what nobody is saying. Mainstream coverage wants you to believe this is a simple little rap bat. 2 female rappers, some shade, a bag, the end. That's a safe story everybody's selling. Here's a real story they won't tell you. This was never about Cardi at all. This was about Elle reclaiming her entire narrative on her way out the door and using Cardi as a launch pad. I'm picking the authenticity angle because that's what this whole moment is really about. Think about it. Latto is dropping what she's calling her retirement album, her final project under her RCA contract, the last one she owes them. She's about to be a free agent. She's a brand new mom. She has to remember her as real. She reminds everybody she actually raps. That boo line wasn't just a Cardi. It was Latto planting her flag in the ground, saying, whatever you'll think of me, at least I write my own and I get in the booth. That's an authenticity statement disguised as a diss. And that's where it gets uncomfortable for the other side, because La built her whole exit around being the real one. The planned family, the loyalty, the I bought my own bag energy. And she used a rival who got caught being two-faced as a contrast. Remember that fast apology we talked about? In this new lens, it's not just bad PR. It's the exact manufactured image energy is positioning herself against. One artist apologizes to protect the brand. The other one just tells the truth on a song and keeps it pushing. That's a divide. Here's the pot that's going to sting. Latto didn't even need the beef. She's the one glowing with a new baby. A cosign from a whole roster of features. Glorilla Doha Cat Sexed. Mariah the Scientist 21 Savage himself. She's the one walking away on her terms. So when she throws at one shot, it doesn't read as desperate. It reads as a queen flicking lint off a shoulder on her way to the throne. The person on the receiving end is left having to decide whether to respond to somebody who's already halfway out the door. There's no winning move there. Respond and you're beneath your status chasing somebody who's retiring. Stay silent and that get in the boo line just sits there unanswered forever. And that's the truth they won't tell you. This wasn't a beef. This was a MIC drop dressed up as a disc from an artist who already decided she's bigger than the drama. So, what happens next? Here's what's most likely to happen. Elle is going to stay exactly where she's at. Quiet, glowing, big mama mode and let that verse do all the talking. And honestly, that's the most lethal thing she can do. When you drop a line like get in the booth and then just go raise your baby, the silence becomes a punchline. If the other side responds, she looks like she's beneath her tears sweating a retiring rapper. If she doesn't respond, that boo line lives rent-free in the timeline forever. Mark my words. Latto is going to win this just by saying nothing else. The void is going to do a dirty work. Now, if it goes the other way, if somebody decide to actually fire back, watch how fast that backfires, because the second you respond, you're admitting the shot landed. You admitting get in the booth got under your skin, and then you're stuck having to actually get in the booth against a free agent, with nothing to lose fresh off an album fully in her bag. That's not a fight anybody on the other side wants in 2026. Whoever pushes back is going to find out real quick that you can't out-rap somebody who literally dared you to try. And looking at the bigger picture, this is a moment that quietly resets Lau's whole legacy. 4 years, people slept on her, treated her like a label afterthought, a singles artist. But walking out on a retirement album, glowing as a new mom, and landing a clean shot on a Grammy winner without breaking a sweat, 5 years from now, people are going to look back at Big Mama as the moment Latto stopped being underrated and became untouchable. She's exiting on the highest note of her career, and the culture is going to remember who was holding the bag, literally, and who was holding the crown. Whatever happens, one thing's clear. Latto already won this one before anybody else even picked up the phone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed uncovering the real story, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss when we expose what everyone else is too scared to say. Ring that bell for notifications. And if you want more truth bombs like this, click on one of these videos next. Trust me, you'll want to see what we